So topic sentences. This is one of the subjects that I probably comment most frequently on with people's papers right after the presence or absence or weakness or strength of a thesis. Because topic sentences are kind of essential to the way we read. We read in chunks. Our brain can't handle massive amounts of information at a time. We need to take a break. And so to take a break when we're reading, paragraphs exist. They also help us when we're writing. They focus what we're writing so that we can explain it to people in these chunks. And so the idea of a topic sentence is that it is the first sentence, maybe first two sentences of a paragraph, and that it is a signpost to your reader about what that chunk of information is going to be about. They can be really, really obvious, and they can be really, really subtle. But somewhere in that sentence, the reader should get a clue of where you're going. And after that sentence, everything in that paragraph should relate in one way or another to the topic sentence. And if you look at topic stringing and linking, you can see that that relationship can be very varied. It can be one of linking and stringing and but everything starts with that topic sentence and everything supports that topic sentence. So a good way to check your own topic sentences is to reverse outline your own paper and look at just the topic sentences, the first sentence of every paragraph. If you did a pretty good job of including topic sentences from that reverse outline, you should see a rough outline of ideas of what you talked about throughout that paper. It's not perfect by any means, but you can get a decent idea of what that paper is about. And if you notice that in your reverse outline, big elements are missing, you probably have really, really long paragraphs somewhere in there that are not focused on one type of chunk of information. And those are going to be difficult for your reader to deal with. You know this. If you see a paragraph that's a page long, a little part of you dies because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to wade through all this information and try to figure out what it's about. So if you ever have I'm trying to hide my husband. If you ever have a paragraph that goes more than a page, double spaced, you might really want to consider breaking it into two paragraphs and seeing where you went with that topic, because it usually changes. But the presence of topic sentences helps your reader. The presence of topic sentences helps you focus on your writing. And the presence of topic sentences also leads to a clearer argument and a clearer expression of information in your paragraphs. I really cannot stress how useful they are. And I also want to stress that they don't have to be simple and straightforward and boring. For instance, if I were doing a paper about gardening, I might talk about preparation of your garden beds. And so I could start really simple and say, like, preparation is essential to gardening. That's a great topic sentence. Straightforward, I know exactly what's going to follow. But I could also say, in my experience, the gardener who takes the time to plan and research will be able to prepare better for their gardening season. And you can see how that paragraph could be about a number of things, but the elements are still easy to digest. And so I could continue with that paragraph talking about preparations. And I've already outlined a few of the preparations that a good gardener has to do, such as research and planning. So you can go simple and straightforward, and you can also go more complex. Sometimes topic sentences can be questions that you answer throughout the paragraph. Use that very sparingly because it gets a little obnoxious unless it's the primary way you write the entire article. I can see many popular articles that might go that way, but they are a very specific type of genre and a very specific type of writing, and you're not going to see that often in academic papers because people hope that you've formulated your argument already a little bit more. Okay, cool. Just know that topic sentences are for both you as a writer, but especially for your reader. We need to know what we're looking for. We need to know what we're pondering and contemplating in your paragraph. And we need those chunks to keep us sane as we read through a paper. Our brains need a little bit of break and a little bit of focus.